Confirmed. Flies are gross. New research has found that flies hold more dodgy bacteria than scientists previously believed. Scientists found over 600 bacteria inside an analysis of 116 flies. The insects can transmit harmful bacteria to food via their feet, legs, or wings. Houseflies were laden with 351 different kinds of bacteria, while the blowfly was found to contain 316 types. Scientists believe that flies bred with no germs could be used as a means to observe and measure public health. These would be released into the environment before being captured at a later date for analysis. Would you eat your food if a bug landed on it? Buzz off. Study shows 76% drop in flying bug populations. Bugs, while icky, are critical to nature, and new research indicates they might be in decline. The research looked at the biomass of flying insects inside 63 German nature reserves. It found that between 1989 and 2016, the reserve's total flying insect population had declined by an average of 76%. The cause of the massive drop is unclear, but the fact the insects vanished at such a high rate has scientists concerned. The researchers say their findings could be representative of other areas around the world. Nature needs bugs, and we need nature. And if there's no nature, well, the planet becomes Mars 2.0. Most of the world's honey has pesticides in it. Are you getting enough insecticides in your daily diet? Well, looks like honey is a sweet source for it. Neonicotinoid pesticides are showing up in honey on every continent with honeybees. Around 200 samples of honey were tested, and 75% were found to contain measurable levels of at least one of the 5 common neonicotinoids. The insecticide works by targeting crop-destroying insects' central nervous system. A number of studies have also found that the insecticide reduces and weakens honeybee hives. Pesticide levels vary between regions. In North America, 86% of samples contain pesticides, Asia, 80%, Europe, 79%, Africa, 73%, the Australian region, 71%, and South America, 57%. Bees and other pollinators are necessary to 3/4 of the world's food crops, but have been declining in number in recent decades. Destruction of wild habitats, disease, and massive pesticide use are all contributing factors.
Tree-killing beetles set to invade northern U.S. and Canada. A recent study shows a warming climate has expanded tree-killing southern pine beetles' habitats and forests in the northern U.S., which means southern Canada could soon be ravaged by the pests in the coming decades. The southern pine beetle, one of the world's most aggressive tree-killing insects, has typically only lived in Central America and the southeastern United States. Thousands of adult beetles can attack a tree in just 2 months by carving S-shaped tunnels under the bark. It is predicted that the beetles should gradually spread north along the Atlantic coast all the way up to Canada's Nova Scotia. By 2080, the pest could infest red and jack pines, which extend across more than 270,000 square miles in the US and Canada, which is roughly the size of Afghanistan. According to the U.S. Forest Service, infestations of pine beetles have cost an estimated annual timber loss of $100 million from 1990 to 2004 in the southeastern U.S. Well, that's one way to turn vegetarian. Meat lovers across the U.S. are suddenly finding themselves allergic to meat, all thanks to a pesky little bloodsucker. A bite from a Lone Star tick activates an allergy to the carbohydrate alpha-gal and causes the body to overproduce immunoglobulin E antibodies. Alpha-gal is found in the cell membranes of most mammals and is abundant in pork, mutton, and beef. Eating red meat triggers a reaction that manifests hours later, with symptoms ranging from itching and hives to stomach cramps and even anaphylaxis. So if you're unlucky enough to get bitten, it's sayonara steak and bye-bye bacon. Poultry and seafood, at least, are still safe to eat, unless, of course, you just happen to be allergic to that, too. The spread of meat allergy-triggering ticks used to be limited to states in the southeastern U.S., but rising temperatures have caused ticks to spread northward and westward. Scientists have yet to figure out exactly how the tick sends antibody production into overdrive, but suspect it may be something in the insect's saliva. While the allergy currently has no known cure, symptoms may recede over time. For now, it's best to just double up on bug spray and hope to the meat gods you don't get bitten.